Duesenberg Riffs, the rock and roll guitar channel. It's pretty much in tune. Stayed in tune pretty well. Yeah, not bad. So how did we do it? We finally kind of have solved the problem in a kind of a half-baked way, if you want to put it that way. Okay guys, so we have a Bigsby-like vibrato bar here. This is, again, the Les Trem, Duesenberg Les Trem. And it just was not holding tune well. It was not holding tune very well at all. So what I thought was, well, maybe a locking nut will help. Okay, now of course the big obvious gorilla or elephant in the room, whatever you want to call it, this does not have fine tuners. This is a locking nut. What am I doing? Now if you've had like a Floyd Rose or something with a locking nut, you'll notice that when you have an open string and when you go to tighten this down, it'll either make it go a little bit sharp or maybe a little bit flat, probably a little bit sharp. So what I did is I just compensated. I made the string just a little bit flat, and when I tightened the nut, it went a little bit sharp and is in tune. So that's how I did it, and that's how it works. But the crazy thing is how the clamps are sitting here and the process that I went to finally get to this point. Yeah, I went ahead and I drilled a couple holes and I screwed it in to the headstock. Originally I just put it in there and just let it float. And it kind of held tune, pretty much. Now I'd move it around, and of course it'd go right out of tune. But for the most part, it was kind of holding tune. So I thought, all right, let's go for it. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. So here we have a close-up of it. Now if you notice, the clamps are not flush. They're not all the way down. And the reason is it's going to bend the heck out of the string if you see that. As you can see, the part below the clamps is very, very low. Now, I'm not sure if this thing was supposed to go over the existing truss rod cover or not, but look how far that has to travel to clamp all the way down. So what I've done is it's not clamped all the way down. And I can actually tune my strings with it just like that without undoing the clamps, and it stays pretty much in tune. Pretty crazy. Now, it has gone out of tune a little bit here and there, but for the most part, it's holding tune, so pretty amazing. So that's it. I don't have the clamps clamped all the way down, but they are clamped, so it kind of makes like an S shape a bit, and I think that creates enough friction or rigidity to keep the strings in tune for the most part. And again, I don't dive bomb with this. We just use it for like a Bigsby style vibrato bar. So it gives us that flowing type of sound. Also, by the way, this is a Floyd Rose locking nut. The Duesenberg folks don't make one for this, and so I got a Floyd Rose, and it wasn't expensive. It was like $50, something like that. Not terribly expensive anyway. So for the cost of this, I'm still well with under a Bigsby, which is pretty darn cool. And I think we pretty much solved the problem for the most part. Not bad. Alright guys, thanks so much for joining us. Let us know what you think of this, and I'll post in the top comment the other videos that led up to this. And also let us know what you think of that new song that we were playing at the beginning. That's an original tune. So let us know what you think. Alright guys, we really appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next video.